Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again today on our War Patrols of U48 series for U-boats. Last time when we left off, we had gotten a report of an enemy convoy up here to the north. Looks like they were heading away from us a little bit, so or at an angle. So we're going to try and run down this convoy if we can. Just been looking through the boat here. I got some guys going ahead and restocking the ammo reserves for the deck gun. Go ahead and make sure that is fully loaded. And as we look at our situation here, we currently have no torpedoes in the stern torpedo room, and I believe we have 6 in our bow torpedo room. Yep, so we got 4 in the tubes and 2 in reserve. So hopefully we'll be able to sink at least a couple more enemy ships before we return to port. We have, of course, completed our mission objectives already. Let's see, how long have we been at sea for? Sorry, go back. We have been at sea now for just under 3 days. So, we've done quite a bit of destruction in our short time out at sea, but we still have 6 torpedoes in reserve. So I'd like to go ahead and expend all of that if we can before returning to port. So we are going to patrol around for quite a bit longer and see if we can find anything else. And well, if not, then I guess we will return to port. So I'll see you guys whenever we have anything else to report.
15 Grad.
All right, guys, just dropped down to do a quick hydrophone check here, real quick, and our hydrophone operator is reporting a ship bearing 16 degrees. Let's see if we can get a direction of travel. Okay, so they're moving left to right. So
Anblasen! Auf
sounds
diese
like we
Richtung
heard
wechseln.
one lone ship. So we are going to run this target down. Hopefully, this will be a enemy freighter or a freighter that was trading with English Sports. But I'll see you guys whenever we get to the target. All right, we're gonna come up right alongside of. We're moving too fast. Let's go ahead and
Langsam
slow
Fahrt
down.
voraus.
And
Alle
go all
Maschinen
stop. Alright, as freighter's unarmed seems to not be escorted and flies a neutral flag, the prow's rules allow us to sink such ships only if we are certain that they're headed towards the enemy port. If we lack such certainty, ideally we should investigate what it's carrying and verify its destination by performing an inspection. If we would, however, have reasons to feel certain that the ship is headed to an enemy port, we may communicate right away that we intend to sink it and proceed with the attack. I'm going to send a delegation over. So we can't send Fisher because he's tired. That's okay. So, Becker, we're going to send you. We're going to send Schneider and Kraus. And we're going to send them a full delegation of 6 sailors to go with them. So, and there they go. Right. Your crew climbs the deck with some help from the cargo ship crew. After that, you are welcomed by the ship's captain, but he tries to communicate in English and doesn't speak German too well. Sadly, that turns out to be quite problematic, but nevertheless, both parties manage to make a somewhat basic conversation. After exchanging pleasantries, he invites you to his office so that you will be able to comfortably talk in private, and he will be able to show you the documents that may be needed. Except, Captain leads you into his office and makes a just to make yourself comfortable. He then looks around the desk and finds some papers that seem to be shipping documents. He asks if you would like to take a look. Yes, I do. You ask the captain for documents that state what cargo is loaded on his ship and where they are heading. He was ready for that since he has these documents already prepared and has them read away to you. He's looking a bit nervous when you carefully analyze the document contents. You can't decipher much from these documents, though, since they are written in English. You only managed to spot some references about Port of Bergen, so it's probably where they're headed at. And that's uh that's definitely what their course suggests. It looks like they were headed for Bergen, so I don't think that this ship is trading with any enemy ports. So just gonna accept, and we're just gonna search the cargo hold, nevertheless, just to be thorough, make sure. But I'm not really expecting us to find anything. So yeah. All right. Well, it looks like our search of the cargo hold is complete. An officer from your group looks around the freighter, accompanied by a talkative sailor who speaks some German. He shared his view on the war and told about his uncle that married a woman from Hamburg. Regarding the search, nothing suspicious was found. Officer looked at some of the cargo, but haven't found anything unusual. Okay, so put it at home. Replacement parts. That's nice. All right, meet the captain at his office, and we're going to return to ship. So this was, in fact, a neutral flag vessel. They weren't trading with enemy ports. We did inspection of them, so we'll send that report off to BDU. And there we go. Oh, it looks like Becker
Erwartige
leveled
Ihre
up.
Befehle.
Let's go ahead and we will give him a skill point. Let's see, what do we want here? Already gave him the personal skills. That's pretty good. Navigator. He is a primary navigator. I think we'll give him the navigator skill. Why not? And then looks like everyone
Ich
else
benötige hier etwas
is
Unterstützung.
good. Let's go ahead and let's get some more sailors to help those officers there. All right, so let's continue
Kurs
back
setzt.
on a course towards the north
Meine Fahrt voraus.
and see if we can't find that convoy again or any more ships. If we don't find anything up here, I think we are going to scoot along closer to the coast here. Normally, you can find ships quite a bit easier closer to the English coast over here. So we're just gonna do a little search up here, see if we can find that convoy again or any other convoys. A lot of times you find convoys just traversing up here. So we're gonna search around up here for a little bit, and if we don't find anything, then we are going to circle back around down here off the coast of England and search there. So I'll see you guys whenever we find anything else.
345
Oh,
Grad.
funnel smoke detected. Large group. Look at that, right in front of us. I'm surprised that a hydrophone operator didn't pick this up before. So that looks like a convoy right there to me. All right, they're closing towards us too. All right, let's spin
Kurs
around here.
286 Grad.
Of course,
Kurs
let's go back direct
270
west
Grad.
and slow up some.
Ich könnte etwas Hilfe gebrauchen.
Snyder could probably use somebody else to help with him. All right, let's send this report off. Funnel smoke spotted. Hopefully,
Funktelegramm gesendet.
hopefully we will be able to infiltrate this convoy at night and sink some ships. So I'll see you guys whenever we are just about ready to attack. All right, guys, the crew just went To alarm. There we go. Spotted the escorts. All right, let's go ahead. Go periscope dip. And I want Kraus start working on the torpedoes. As soon as we go to get under, I'm gonna have Schneider stay on
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
the depth keeping station since it is so choppy out. There we go. I want you on the depth keeping station.
Kümmere mich darum.
Herr Kanoi, wir sind auf Seerohrtiefe. Boot für Runden
And
einsteuern.
upscope.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln. Jawohl. Horchraum besetzen.
Schraubengeräusche. Großer Konvoi. Peilung 5 Grad.
Gewartet. Zu Befehl, Herr Kommandant.
All right, let's see. Yeah, it's really choppy here. We might submerge down like 15, 20 meters or so, just to make sure that the conning tower and whatnot doesn't breach the water.
Torpedo Rohr 2.
It's really choppy out tonight. I kind of wish. Well, not kind of. I really do wish that it was stormy weather out. If the waves are going to be this choppy, I really wish the weather was a lot worse, not so clear, rainy and cloudy and whatnot. That would help. That would help the most, especially for
Kurs.
trying to attack on the surface. I mean, I may be okay with
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung
infiltrating in. I just don't want the conning tower to really approach the water. But it is a little bit, even with Schneider on the depth keeping station. So that's not good.
Torpedo Rohr 3 gewartet.
Alright, Kraus.
Zu Befehl, Herr Kommandant.
Maintain this one, and then we're gonna go silent running.
Schraubengeräusch. Handelsschiff. Peilung 10 Grad.
Torpedo Rohr 4 gewartet.
Alright, so there we go. Let's try and see if we can line up where exactly the ship's coming in at, so we can try and avoid running directly into the escorts, if at all possible. Yeah, waves are not cooperating with us. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll lower the periscope a little bit, make sure. Alright. And I'm going to switch over to silent running now. There you go. I want to keep going in like this. So I'm going to have Captain drop the periscope. And I'm going to increase our depth to go about 15 meters.
15 Meter. Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Want to try and keep the conning tower from breaching the water. It's just so choppy out here that it's just too big of a risk. I mean, you can have the periscope up all the way, but the water's still coming over the periscope. and I don't want to risk all of a sudden when the wave comes down, enemy escorts being able to clearly see our periscope sticking way out of the water, or even worse, the conning tower too. So I think this is a play where
10 Meter.
submerged down at about 15 meters, really just below periscope depth. Got silent run enabled, and we're just going to ease our way through the escorts, hopefully. Go ahead and just double check and make sure our TDC is set up. So go ahead and adjust it to 1 kilometer. Alright, so we do have it set for 4 torpedoes. Gyro angle receiver bow, yes. Active bearing transmitter. We'll set it to attack periscope now. We could, if we do surface, which I think we might, but we'll see in a little bit. But if we do surface, we'll have to change that over to the Uzo. Launch mode set to
20
2-1.
Meter.
Salvos off. Launch lever bridge, yes. All right, there we go. I think we are good. So, all right, we're just gonna slowly work our way into the midst of this convoy. Hopefully, we can get into a good firing position where we can let off our torpedoes.
15 Meter.
So I'll see you guys then. All right, let's change over to red lighting. Make it a little bit easier to see. There we go. Alright, so we got a freighter right here directly in front of us. Just want to try and sneak our way right into this convoy.
U-Boot 355 Grad.
Oh, got another U-boat out here. Ah, shit, it's choppy weather. Good lord. May have to go like decks awash or something. I don't really want to surface. We're still too close to the escorts to do that. I don't really want to surface. Yeah, the weather's just too clear out there. Alright, we're gonna keep closing in. I want to target this ship right here with Empire Jessica. I'm gonna target this ship first.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin. Betrachten Sie es als
Alright, since it is rougher weather out and my measurements might not be as precise, I think I'm going to fire salvos at these ships. So let's go ahead and pause real quick. I'm gonna set this up. So let's go ahead and set this to salvo. We're gonna do twos. Bluetooths 1 and 3, yeah. Active launch lever, bridge, active bearing transmitter, attack periscope. That looks good to me. So, actually, I'm gonna change this angle. This, yeah. Then we'll do the 2. That'll work, I think. 4-degree angle. I'll probably just change it in the periscope here in a minute. Alright, let's go ahead, lock onto this target. Empire Jessica, so it's definitely an Empire type freighter. Until King Post, it is an Empire Tower type freighter. So let's go ahead, See if we can get this target speed. Actually, I do need to
Kleine
slow
Fahrt
down a little bit.
voraus.
Come on. Alrighty. I'm guesstimating, and it's going to be somewhere around 7 to 8 knots. But it does look like they're scooting along pretty good. They could be going a little faster. All right,
Aktualisieren.
about 7 knots.
Geschwindigkeit. 7.
Yep.
Knoten.
That checks out. All right, is he just about done with 2-3? Yes, he's loading it in now. All right.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
All right, 2-1 flood, 2-3 flood. Distance. Engage our distance here roughly. 1,034 meters. We'll just change it to kilometer.
Aktualisieren.
Angle on
Entfernung
bow
1, 0,
is
0,
almost
0
90
Meter.
degrees. Not quite 90. 89.
Aktualisieren.
Looks pretty close right there.
Winkel 8, 9.
All right, dispersion.
rechts.
85 meters. That looks pretty good.
Rohr
All right.
bewässert.
2s 1 and 3. Fire.
Los.
All right, Kraus. I want you to maintain 2-4. All right, 2 torpedoes are away. So
Kurs setzen.
we're gonna scoot over here and increase our speed a little bit. Let's go ahead and we will change this over.
Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Can't actually change it right there. You have to increase this. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go into here. Change this over and reset the spread real quick. All right, back out.
20
Salvo,
Sekunden.
yes. Tubes 2 and 4. Set. Let's go ahead and flood tube 2 since it's ready.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
There we go. We got one hit.
245 Grad. Zerstörer 320 Grad.
Well, it looks like we got one hit towards the bow. So there's that.
Kurs
Not too bad. Let's keep closing in here. I'm gonna go after this freighter over here. There's a destroyer right there. Let's see, is it this ship right here? Unlock on. Of course, I could just swing around actually, and we could go for this ship right here.
Kurs auf die
We'll just keep closing in a little bit.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
Keep this way for now. We'll see if we have to swing around a little bit. All right. Go ahead. All right, 2-4 is done. So we'll go ahead and we will flood 2-4 as well. So it's T1s in both of them. We'll increase the speed. Increase the speed 40 knots. Torpedo speed set to 40 knots here. Alright.
Hüllenbruch. Sie sinken.
And we got confirmation that that ship is sinking. Yep, searchlight's coming on the Corvette. Oh, look at that. We broke her in half. Nice. We broke her back. She went down quick.
Schwere Schäden.
I think we are. Nah, we're already set up for this one. Really, it's looking pretty good. We'll just keep closing in. We will
Natürlich, Herr Kaloin.
attack this ship, Empire Do. All right, Kraus, I want you to
Laut Ihrer Befehle, Herr
go
Kaloin.
ahead and reload Tube 1. Maintain and load. We might not be able to get them off, but we'll just go ahead and load them. Crew evacuates the ship. Did I hit another ship with that other torpedo? No way, right? Was it just like a delayed reaction to the first one? Has to be, right? I assume so. Alright. Alright, Empire Do. She's an Empire type freighter. Not an Empire Tower. I don't see a third mast for Empire Explorer, so Empire Bell. I'm gonna keep closing in.
Kurs setzen.
Jawohl, ich kümmere mich darum.
See if we can get a rough estimation on her speed real quick. She is turning back towards starboard now. And there we go. Alright,
Aktualisieren.
roughly around 5 knots.
5 Knoten.
That sounds about right.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Slow ahead. There we go. Closing in pretty good. Let's go ahead and we will adjust our distance to target here. Like 800 meters or so. Oh, it's actually pretty close on that, I guess.
Kurs setzen.
Bestätige.
Let's see if I can get the. There we go. On 12. Just drop it down to roughly 800. By the time
Entfernung.
we get ready to attack, it'll be somewhat close to that. Let's see, they're still turning to. Oh, they're turning back to port. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Alright. Oh. Unlocked. Alright. Just go. Let's guess 800 meters. Alright, angle on bow is probably a little closer to 84, somewhere right in there.
Winkel 8,4 rechts.
Alright, and fire.
Los. 40 Sekunden.
Well, we got one hit on her right in the bow. I think we're just gonna dip and go right here. All right, we're gonna cut and run out this way.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten.
And we got a destroyer right here, really close to us. It sounds like. down towards the bottom. Alright, guys. Knock on wood. Got a destroyer right here behind us. Thankfully, thus far, we haven't been pinged. But they are going right directly behind us. They're in our baffles right now. And we have another one closing in a high speed over here. I'm hoping that we can slide by these guys undetected. We got those two. We have another escort out over here off of our starboard bow. Over here somewhere. We got one right here. The low speed. At least I'm not sure if that's a destroyer or not, a part of the convoy. Probably an escort ship. But we have another one over here somewhere. But we're just cruising along at dead slow speed right off the seafloor. Hopefully that'll help mask our presence a little bit. They know we're around, but they don't know exactly where we are right now, so want to keep that going as long as we can. Hopefully we'll be able to slip out of here undetected. The stories actually got there really quick. I'm glad that they didn't really stick around to try and fire off my last two torpedoes. I think it would have been a lot closer than I would have liked. I mean, they were already right on top of us pretty quick. But I was looking too at our queue messages, so we in fact did hit another ship with one of our other torpedoes that missed our target ship that we were originally targeting. Apparently, one of our torpedoes actually did manage to hit another ship because we got confirmation of 3 ships sunk. So I'll never turn down a lucky hit like that. I won't be able to do that again if I tried. But there we go. So 4 torpedoes fired and 3 ships sunk. That's not too bad. I think we're gonna keep cruising along at our heading. Yeah, they're still firing depth charges on our U-boat friend, which was back over here somewhere. Back over here towards stern, I believe. They're back over here somewhere. But we're gonna keep cruising along. Over here, I might adjust our heading slightly. We do have a ship way out here and another one way out here. I think we don't really have anything right here, so I'm gonna adjust course off to port a little bit. And we're just gonna keep inching our way out of here. Hopefully we won't be detected and we can get out of here. And we only have 2 torpedoes left, but I don't think I'm gonna re-engage this convoy after this. I think we can slip out of here. I think I'm just going to return to port and refit. Alright, let's go ahead and change the red lighting. Alright. Let's see what we can see here.
Meter.
Alright. Not seeing any ships on the horizon right now. I see smoke columns from the convoy. No ships around. Not too bad. We hit we fired 4 torpedoes. Like I said, fired 2 salvo spreads at 2 different ships. And apparently one of the torpedoes that missed the target that we were originally trying to hit actually managed to hit another ship, and we sunk that one. So we got 3 ships sunk. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So we're just gonna keep on heading out of here. I do want to switch over to diesel engines. We are using the batteries. I forgot to switch that over. So we'll switch that back over. And there we go. So we're going to head off in this direction for a little bit and then turn course to port. So that's the plan. So on this patrol, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 freighters total sunk. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not that last engagement alone. We got Empire Jessica, MS Nord, Trondalag, and Empire Dude. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for today's video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hope that you will catch us in our next video of the War Patrols of U48 for U-Boat. I will be checking out the DLC when it finally releases for the Type 9 U-Boats. Whenever they finally release that DLC, has unfortunately been pushed back for like another month or so. But I will be posting that whenever it releases. Probably do a second War Patrol series on one of the Type 9 U-Boats in addition to continuing the U-48 series. So that is my plan. But like I said, thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.